Hi, good morning, beautiful people. How's everyone doing right here? It's 9:05 in the morning right here in this beautiful Sunday morning. And welcome to our next episode of the Crypto Talk, right? Now, for those who are watching this on a replay, please help me to type in the comment section below hashtag replay so that at least I know who is actually who had watch this video together with me. Okay, so now let us begin with the topic today. Very good morning, everyone, and my name is Sifu Wong. For those who are just joining us, very good morning, and please type in the comment section. Just say hi to me. At least I know that who is together with me in this beautiful Sunday morning. All right. Now let us begin with our topic today. We are going to talk about a very interesting topic, talking this golden and also this death cross. What is this two thing means, right? Very good morning, guys. Good morning for those who are watching it live. Hey, good morning to you, and make sure you allow StreamYard to display your name. If not, it's going to be your name is going to look something like this because I'm not on my Facebook yet, so I can't see who you are. Anyhow, good morning to you. Thank you very much for dropping by, and we are going to talk about this a very interesting topic today. Okay, now when it comes to placing a trade, okay, now when you look at the chart alone, right, what is actually determines you or what drives you to place a trade? Because we can't simply just okay, now I would like to place the trade on, let's say, a Bitcoin trade today, so I just place a long position or short position. So what actually determines us to place a trade right there? Okay, whether it should be a long position or whether it should be a short position and somewhat not. Okay, now today I'm going to share a very interesting, I would say that is an indicator to enable us to define whether or not we should place a trade either on a long position or even on the short position, to use this indicator called the death cross or also the golden cross right here. Now I'm going to show you on the chart what is this death cross and also what is this a golden cross is all about. So at least you got a better picture what and how should we use this very simple indicator to determine your trade. All right, now without further ado, I'm going to share my screen right now. And from here, you will see this. This is a crypto.com chart. Okay, it's a 1 hourly chart. And I'm going to just pull down the indicators called the moving averages. Okay, so now in this moving averages, you will be able to see some 4 different lines right here. This is based on my own settings. Now, let me just turn off some of the settings right here. So you will probably see these 2 lines, which is the yellow and also the blue line. Okay, now what is this yellow and blue line? If I'm going to go to the settings again, you are going to see something like this on the input sections. Now these are the common moving averages figures that you might wanted to use. Okay, this is EMA 10 and EMA 20. Okay, moving averages on 10 days and 20 days. And I'm going to use this yellow color to indicate the 10 days moving averages, and the blue color indications as a indication are the colors for this 20 days moving averages. Okay, now first of all, what is this moving averages first? All right, now as you can see right here, this is a 1 hourly chart. Now you can see all those candles that is going up, is going down, the green color candle and also the red color candles right here. And this moving averages line, it kind of like takes a 10-day movement and they average out into 10 days, 20 days, or which how many days that you would like to set, which is ever fine, right? Now the common moving averages that people use as a cross. Okay, what does it mean by cross? All right, cross is actually something like this. Can you see this crossover right here? The yellow cross over the blue color line. So let me just highlight this for you. This one. All right, so let me just enlarge this a little bit. And there are a few more, something like this one. Okay, so this is also a cross. Now whenever this cross happens, it will kind of like give us an indications where the price will kind of like moved. Okay, it depends on the numbers of days that you've set. If you set like a bigger numbers or a bigger moving averages such as like 50, hundreds or 200, then the movement might not be that sensitive. Okay, so what I would like to use, okay, this is one of it. I'm going to show you the next one later. Now let us understand what does it mean by golden cross and also the death cross first. Okay, now if you remember earlier on, the yellow color, it stands for 10 days moving averages, right? While the blue color, it's the 20 days moving averages. All right. Hey, hi Arjun, very good morning to you. Thanks for dropping by. And yeah, we just started our topic right here. We are talking about the death cross and also the golden cross. All right, now we are looking at the chart here, which is the crypto.com coin, okay, on a 1 hourly chart in trading view. Then this green color candle indicates that the price is going up, the red color candles indicates that the price is going down. Okay, so golden cross is whereby the smaller moving averages, which is the 10, crossing above the bigger moving averages, which is the 20 in this case. It actually shows us, do you see that right after this cross, the price actually goes up, right? So this is what we call it the golden cross. And if we are looking onto the other cross examples right here, where the yellow color line, which is the 10 moving averages, crosses below the 20 moving averages, can you see that the price is starting to go down and down? All right, so this is one of the simplest indications to understand where the price will actually move. Now let us see, let me just show you more examples, okay, of this golden cross or death cross. Let me just scroll out a bit. Now can you see that there's a cross right here? Okay, so this cross is whereby the 10 crossing over the 20, the yellow crossing down the blue line. Okay, now immediately you can see that the price dropped down. Boom, there it goes. Okay, so this is what we call it the death cross. Okay, now let me just show you another example. Now this is another cross right here where the yellow color, let me just enlarge it a little bit. The yellow color line crosses above the blue color line. There's a cross right here, if you can see this. Now immediately you can see that the price going upwards, right? Now with that being said, guys, whenever a golden cross that happens, the 10 crosses over the 20, you will see that an upward movement is going to happen next. Now, whenever there's a death cross that is happening, which is the 10 crosses below the 20 moving averages like this, we are going to expect some downward movement. But the question here is this: how low it will go or how high it will go? That is going to be a discussion on another topic where we are going to talk about some demand, supply and demand zone, and also this support or resistance line. That is going to be another topic of discussion. Okay, so today we're going to talk about this golden cross and also the death cross. Okay, so this is a golden cross where the smaller moving averages crosses above the bigger moving averages. That is the golden cross. And when the smaller moving averages crosses below the bigger moving averages, we call it a death cross. Okay, now this is not all, guys. What are the common moving averages that people use out there? So on this chart alone, I am using 10 and 20 because it is more, the smaller the numbers of your settings of your moving averages, it is going to be more price sensitive. Okay, now I'm going to show you another examples right here. I'm going to use some other numbers. So this is 10 and 20. Now let's try to use 50 and 200. All right, I'm going to turn off this yellow and blue first. Now I'm going to use this 50 and 200. Oops. Turn off this 250 and 200. There you go. Okay, so the green color line right now is going to be the 50 days moving averages, while the 200, it is the 200 days moving average on the red color one. All right, now how am I going to use this? The same thing goes whenever you found that a smaller moving averages crosses below a bigger moving average, we are going to expect a downward movement. But however, if you remember earlier on, the golden cross of the 10 and 20 actually happens here, while the death cross of the 10 and 20 happens here, right? But when I change the moving averages to 50 and 200, you won't see any cross anymore on the same screen, right? Now, why is that so? Because when a bigger moving averages such as 50 and 200 has been used, it is not that price sensitive. You get what I mean? So when we are using this 50 and 200, we might wanted to look at a bigger time frame chart, such as 4 hours or 6 hours or even 12 hours to a day chart. Now, if let's say I'm going to click at this 4 hour, we are going to look at more, um, let me see. Okay, let me try to find a cross for you to see. Now, you see, when I look at 4 hour chart, I hardly seen any crossing that kind of happens right here, right? So even though when I try to scroll backwards, so it's kind of hard for me to find. There's one over here, okay? So that is one, we call it the death cross. So you can see that the moment the death cross happens here, the price already went down even before the death cross has been formed. So now with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to use this death cross and golden cross methods for you to identify when you are going to make your entry, try to use a smaller moving averages such as 10 and 20, 18 and 36, and so on. Okay, so the smaller numbers that you are using on your moving averages, the more price sensitive it will be. Okay, but my favorite of this, I'm not going to use only 50 and 20, nor 10 and 20 only. My favorite of all, I'm going to use all the four of them. Okay, so let me just turn on all the four of them again. Now here you can see that the 10, 20, 50, and 200 has been appearing on the very same screen. All right. Now again, we are going to look for a death cross or even a golden cross. Okay, now first of all, I'm going to look at the smaller ones such as the death cross. Okay, so there's a death cross that actually happens here where you can see the yellow color line crosses below the blue color line. Can you see that? Yellow crosses below the blue color line right here. So immediately you can see that the price actually goes down a little bit. Okay, now to confirm to that, okay, the price keep on going down, but however, before you go to the lower part of this, try to take a look at this area right here. Right after this death cross has been formed, the price movement right here is like it kind of moving in the range. Can you see that? It goes down a little bit, but it will goes up again. But however, a golden cross here hasn't been formed. Now, with that being said, this death cross here, it is not a strong death cross yet. You get what I mean? Because like it is a very short moving averages of 10 and 20 that forms this death cross. So yes, the price will go down, but probably not much. Can you see that after a few 4 hours candles right here, the price going up and go down again? Now, how can I make sure that the amount or the strength of this death cross is going to be stronger? Now, let's take a look at this yellow line right here, which is the 10 moving averages. So as soon as the 10 moving averages crosses below the 20, a death cross has happened. Now, if let's say this yellow color line crosses not only the blue, but crosses the green color, which is the 50 EMA, can you see that the price going down furthermore? You see that? This is another death cross formed by the 10 and 50 EMA. So this is going to be an even stronger death cross. Okay, so another death cross actually happens right here between the 10 and the 50. Okay, now if you watch here, the 10 crosses over the 200. There's another death cross that happens right here. Okay, so this further drop has been identified, and it's going to be a very strong one, okay, because the journey of this yellow line, it is not only crossing below the 20, but it crossed over or below the 50 and also the 200, gives you an even stronger movement of this death cross. Now let me just zoom out. You can see that the journey of this yellow line right here. So how many lines that it has crossed? First, it forms a death cross by crossing the 20, which is the blue line. So a small downtrend, a small downward movement has been detected. Now, the moment when it crossed over the green line, which is the 50 EMA, a further downtrend has been detected. Now, as it goes on, when the yellow line crosses below the 200, an even stronger downtrend has been seen right here. So my favorite there, ladies and gentlemen, what I will do is that I will first identify a smaller move. Okay, I will first identify the smaller move, but however, I will not place a trade here. Okay, I will actually confirms it when a second death cross has been formed, or even the third death cross has been formed based on these three death cross that you can see right here. So whenever the 10 and 20 moving averages or the death cross has been formed here, I will not place a trade first, because when I place a trade here, it kind of like moving in the range because the strength of this death cross is not strong yet. I will kind of like wait to the second death cross to form, where the yellow crosses over the green line. Then only I will consider, I will just take note that when it's going to be the third death cross will be formed, because even after the second death cross has been formed, where you have this big red candle that's falling down right here, it might actually have another bounce back to go to the upside. So what I will normally do, I will have this 1, 2, 3 death cross has been formed first, then only I will place a trade here to enjoy a bigger movement, because this will kind of like give me an indications that this death cross is going to be a bigger one or a strong one. All right. So yeah, another example that, let's say I'm going to use a golden cross as an example. Let me just find a golden cross example to show you. Well, golden cross example will actually look something like this. Okay, so let me just enlarge this. There are several crosses that happens right here. Okay, so the first golden cross happens right here, where you can see the yellow line crosses above the blue color line. So the first death cross has been formed. But of course, again, the first death cross doesn't shows me a very strong uptrend yet. All right. So I would probably wanted to wait the second golden cross to form here, which is here. This is the second golden cross where it crosses above the green line, the 50 EMA. Then the third golden cross happens here, where you can see that the yellow line crosses above the red line. So what I will do here is that on this particular candle, I will place a long position right here that enables me to enjoy this level of profits all the way to here. You get me, guys? So, yep, that is what I'm trying to say right here, the golden cross and also the death cross entry. So this is one of the methods that a lot of traders has been using out there to determine whether they should place a long position or a short position to enable them to benefited and also to profited in the crypto market. Now, not only in the crypto, for those of forex traders as well, some of them, the traders out there, might wanted to use this method of the golden cross or the death cross right here to determine their trade, whether they should place a long position or a short position. But please do not forget as well, there are plenty more of tools and indicators that we might wanted to consider to use together with this death cross and the golden cross method, because the method alone is cool, but however, it's not, I would say that it's not solidified yet. Okay, So what do I mean by it's not solidified yet? Yes, you might be having a death cross or a golden cross that actually happens right there. But of course, at the very same time, you might want some other enhancement indicators to determine whether your indications shown on the chart is accurate in order for you to profit it in your trade. Okay, now of course, for those of you who would like to know more of this, apart from using death cross or golden cross indications, what are the things that should I actually look into when I want to place a trade? Now, for those of you who are interested to know more or learn from ground zero, for those of you who would like to know how I managed to turn that $100 to that $700 in within 48 hours, and for those of you who would like to know or curious to know how to place a trade, how am I going to do my charting, how am I able to understand the chart, what actually the information that the chart trying to show me in order for me to make a better decision for me to place a trade, whether it's going to be a long trade or a short trade. Now, as I've been announced a few days ago, we are going to have a free crypto trading coaching session, which is going to happen on the 5th of October at 9 p.m. Malaysian time, which is GMT plus 8 hours. Okay, so for those of you who would like to attend to this session, it is absolutely free and it's going to be suitable for those beginners who would like to know how you can turn your $100 to $700 or even more than that in the next 48 hours. Okay, find a link, register for your free slot that is going to happen on the 5th of October, which is next Wednesday. Okay, it's going to take place at 9 p.m. Malaysian time, so you might need to adjust a little bit on your time because this video has been broadcast to a few different channels right here from to all those people from different time zones. So make sure that you attend the session. It's going to be absolutely free, where I'm going to share with you how you are going to understand your chart, how you're going to read your chart, how you're going to do some basic charting, until all the way how to place a trade on Bybit and how you are going to monitor your trade all the way to collecting your profits. Okay, so it is going to be entirely absolutely free. So please make sure that you register for your slot, because tomorrow, which is Monday, I'm going to send out the Zoom link invitations for those who already registered for the session. Okay, so please make best use of this opportunity. I might not be giving all these free sessions so oftenly, so please register yourself for your free slot, which is going to take place in next week, next Wednesday, 5th of October, 9 p.m. Malaysian time. It is going to be held on a Zoom platform where it's going to be a very hands-on session. So please make sure that you attend the session using a computer, because we are going to do it together. I'm going to teach you how to do your charting, how to place a trade, all the way to collecting your profit in that duration of probably 1.5 to 2 hours duration time. Okay, so please look for the link within this video in the description area. There is a registration link to the free crypto trading session. So please register yourself by tomorrow. I will be sending out the Zoom link to all those who have already registered. Okay, so that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I hope you have benefited from this, at least this golden cross or these death cross indicators, in order for you to determine whether should you place a long trade or your short trade position. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. For those who are watching this on the replay, please type hashtag replay in the comment section, so at least I know that who have came across this video and watched it together with me. And for those who are joining me live today, this morning, thank you very much. Have a great Sunday ahead, and I will see you in the next session. Bye.